Doom, 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 doom. All right, here we are, episode 54 of By the Numbers. What have we got tonight?
We got The Beekeeper that's in the movie theaters. We got Foe on Prime Video. We got From the Ashes on Netflix. We got Anatomy of a Fall on VOD. And we have The Snow Society, I think that's how I say it, on Netflix.
Society of the Snow, but yeah.
Yeah, same thing. Almost.
Same thing. It's just, it's flipped us because English sucks. So it sounds so much better in Spanish. But all right, you guys, thank you so much. He's Rich. I'm Dave. We're Faces for Radio. Let's get rolling. What is up, my friends? Thank you for joining us as the Faces for Radio podcast presents By the Numbers, where we take new releases, streaming, video, or theater. We review them, love them or hate them. We let you know what we thought. I am your host, David, and my co-host is
Rich.
Dude, brother, how you doing, man?
I'm doing really, really good. Today was a good day. Hit Best Buy.
I'm glad, brother. I'm glad it was a was a good day. You know, there was a picture you took out in front of Best Buy, and there was this white shit on the ground. I don't know what that is, but
was it cum?
I bet it was. It was like a foot high. It better not be cum, unless there's elephants in your area. But dude, I don't know what that stuff is, but keep that shit away from my house.
Yeah,
we haven't gotten any of that this year. But
we
not
got a lot.
And we have a special guest tonight, so let's bring him out. It's Make It a Blockbuster night. Stacy in the house. What is up, my brother? Thank you so much for joining us.
No problem. Good to be here, Rich and Dave. How's it going?
Oh, man. So good. We're so glad to have you join us this time. And you picked the date and the schedule worked out. And I was going to say you toughed it out through all these movies, but actually this was a pretty solid week. We had some good movies. So overall, having to watch these 5 movies, what was your overall impression? Just broad brush. What did you think of the lineup?
Overall, really good. Thoroughly enjoyed 2 of them. I thought 2 of them were good movies. There was only one that I didn't really like much at all, but we'll get to that. But overall, I thought this was a really good week.
Cool. I agree.
All right.
I 100% agree with that.
Yeah, totally. Me too. Let's say hi to the chat and see who's in the house. Corey's in the house.
Corey?
Hey, Corey.
Holland is here. What is that? Corey.
Holland.
And 2 of my favorite people. We got Mika and Kira in the house. I was just on their podcast for the True Detective season 4. We're going over that series, and that was a blast.
Oh, that first episode was fantastic.
That's Wednesday nights at 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. You guys, and I'm going to be on there as much as I can. I can't be on next week, but I'm joining the cast for that because we're playing really well off each other. It's a lot of fun. I'm really enjoying that series. Jay is in the house. I'm going to say the shortest man in the room. What is up, Jay? It's good to see you, my friend.
We got 4 Iowans here, man.
I know. It's crazy.
We're overtaking.
Yeah, you guys are taking over. What is it with Iowa boys and being on the show? I think it's great, but everybody's saying hey to everybody. Speaking of everybody, there's Nate, Florida in the house. Everybody's saying hey to Nate, and yeah, I'm glad you spelled it because that was great. Thanks, guys. I had a great time too, drinking tea and talking True Detective with you. It was a blast. Really had a shout out to Idaho. Okay. If you want to do that, I mean, that's where my family lives on my dad's side, but I've never really met him. And K-Man's in the house. You are not. No, you're definitely one of the tallest in the chat. I think. He's definitely a top shelf dude. For us. But yeah, Midwesters unite. Cool. I think I'm the only California boy in this in this area right now. Hopefully I see Huck or somebody show up. I feel like I'm outnumbered, but that's okay. All right. So as we do every week, we take 5 movies and it's by our own volition. We just go, hey, here's what we're going to do for this week. I throw movies out there. Rich schedules them out. We have no idea what we come in kind of cold. We don't know, if there's buzz about them, we kind of hear about it, but we don't want to watch the trailers or anything. Excuse me. So we come in, we watch these, and then we rank them by our average score. For this episode, because we have a special guest, it is the average score of the 3 of us. So Stacy, you could totally ruin the bell curve by some of your scores here.
That's pressure, man.
What?
That's pressure.
I have a feeling we're going to be on the same page, I think, for the most part on this one.
Aside, maybe some point differences, but I think we have the same idea about all the movies as far as the rankings and the order goes.
Before we get going, I almost called you Casey. Stacy, what did you think of Dave's scoring system and his points? How did you? Damn, Dave.
He's thirsty.
Yeah, he is. So
this is going to be gone by the end of the show. I'm just telling you.
What do you think of the scoring system?
I enjoyed it. It definitely made me pay a little more attention to stuff I probably don't normally pay attention to. But I enjoyed how the rankings worked. And I've watched you guys enough that I kind of had an idea of what the rankings were and how it worked. But like I said, it definitely made me pay attention to certain things I normally don't pay attention to.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
It took
Holland, even though this is a Gold Peak jug, this is not Gold Peak. It is actually fresh brewed tea that I made this morning. So, but I use the jugs because they fit in the fridge really nice. Anyway, I'm sorry. Back to what you guys were talking about.
No. He answered. Yeah, he answered it, man.
I think. Well, Rich, what was your overall thoughts of this group?
I really it was really good for me.
Yeah.
There is one in here. It could have been better. 2 of them that could have been better. I didn't hate any of these movies at all.
Yeah.
But man, I really loved 2 of these movies. And,
yeah, me too, bro.
And one of them is already on my list. Top 10. If Evan's here, it's the first one on my list. I had 2, but technically they both came out in 2023, but one premiered, I think, this month on Netflix, right?
Yeah.
And the other one came out in 2023. So I had to take that one off of my movies of 2024.
Yeah, it's on my list for sure. And I think we're talking about the same movies. But
this is a really good week.
Watch them in 2024. I count them for 2024 because that's when we do our Geeks with Faces for Radio awards. Unless, of course, you've nominated them for 2023, which one of them you did. You can use another one. Let's just say.
I didn't nominate any of these.
Sorry. What's that?
Did I nominate one of these?
Not one of these.
Oh,
but one of the ones that you watched this year from 2023.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah. And Caveman, thank you so much. Please hit the like button for Stacy and all the loving punishment he will receive because yes, he's going to try to keep us in line tonight, but we are going to hang on. I got to just do this because it's time for After Hours with Dave and Stacy.
I'm ready for the yum yum talk.
All right, it's yum.
I died laughing with your post.
We're definitely going to talk about some yum yum time. I saved that picture, by the way. I saved that post, and that's something that I'm gonna talk about with Rich about doing kind of our top 10 moments of the year. Like your comment about Oppenheimer, which was awesome.
I am never gonna let that down.
You're never gonna live that down, and I'm gonna bring that up next year when we do our top 10 of this year. I want to do that in the show. So with like some of our favorite moments.
Yeah, that's a lot of work though.
Well, it's a lot of work, but you know how I do.
Mm-hmm.
But just like still shots or maybe a couple of small clips or whatever. But if you're like, hey, this was one of the great moments, let's use that, and I'll go back and grab it. But otherwise, especially when the chat goes off on you and sends you stuff like Nate and Stacy. I realized Stacy's joke was on me because I just like threw out yum yum, and it's
you did.
It's something that took the place of the word sex around my kids, so it was yum yum. So, and I have to say it nonchalantly, like I'm not talking about sex. I'm just saying yum yum, but my wife knows what I'm talking about. So,
and that's all that matters.
That's all that matters. That's who I'm talking to when I say that. Usually. So Evan wants to say hi, listening in the car. Can't comment after this one. All right. Well, thanks, brother. It's good to see you.
We appreciate you.
I'm sure someone will take your place in eviscerating Rich during the show. Mm-hmm. So, Dell is in the house. What is up, Dell? One of my favorite people on the planet. Dell, good to see you, my friend. He showed up briefly at for the True Detective podcast, but he hasn't seen any of the episodes yet. So, as long as we don't have any reasons to sing "Do Your Balls Hang Low," I think Stacy will be fine. All right, so I'm just in time for the yum yum talk. Yes, you are, my friend. All right, great chat. Love the guys in the thing. I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching us live, and also for you guys that check us out on the replay. Before I get rolling, I want to get the fine print out of the way and thank Spotify for Podcast for sponsoring us. They take the audio portion of this podcast and put it out on Spotify, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, Pocket Cast, Castbox, Radio Public, and Google Podcasts. They do it all for free. They sponsor us. They get us more sponsors when we get more followers. And we have hit 25 followers on Spotify. So we're a quarter of the way from actually getting more sponsors and starting to make money. So you guys, if you get a chance, go over to Spotify, give us a follow there, and then you can listen to us on any podcast station that you want. Okay, done. Good. Stacy, I know you know this. I know Rich knows this, but I'm going to ask you. We rank these from 5 to 1. Which do you think got the lowest score for this week?
From the Ashes, and I'm going to guess it probably wasn't even close.
No, it wasn't even close. I don't have any clips this week, guys. Unfortunately, I ran out of time. But From the Ashes definitely comes in last today, and I'm going to slide Stacy up so I can put the cover up, and then you can see his wonderful face and not mine. What is up, Chris?
What's up, Chris?
Good to see you, my friend.
This movie, I didn't really hate it.
I didn't hate it. I agree. No, and I think the big thing, Rich, is that this is another Saudi Arabian movie.
And we just talked about that.
We just talked about Naga, and that was horrendous.
That was terrible.
This one was better, like a lot better. Still not great,
right?
But there was an interesting storyline to this.
I liked the story. I really did. Some of the acting was pretty bad.
What's up, Brian? Yeah, the students' acting was horrible.
Yeah. I liked the twist. I didn't see that coming.
There were two. So you're talking about the very end.
Yeah.
I didn't catch. I knew that the two things were different.
Yeah.
Because and let me read the synopsis for you guys so you understand what's going on. And I actually watched the wrong movie, or I was looking for the wrong movie, because there's actually another From the Ashes.
Yeah, I know. That's what I found first too.
And I was like, I can't find that anywhere. And then I was like, oh, it's got to be this other one, and it sure is. So the synopsis is: a seemingly normal school day ends in unthinkable disaster when a mysterious fire breaks out in the school basement. Incorrect. That's a storage room. Chaos, panic, and confusion prevail among students and teachers. So then there was just a whole bunch of finger pointing and crap like that going on. But
I liked how they depicted bullying in the school, because no matter what country you're in, there's always going to be bullying, and I like how they showed it. What about you, Stacey? Was there anything you liked about this movie?
Not a lot. I like the ending. The ending is really the only thing that kind of saved the movie for me at all.
Yeah.
I didn't hate it, but I thought it was tough to watch. The acting just kind of took me out of it.
Mm-hmm. Are you used to watching foreign films? I guess I should have started with that.
I don't watch a lot, but I do watch some. I would say it's probably a genre that one of my weaker genres, but I have watched enough.
Okay. I was just curious. I didn't know.
We got two foreign films. Actually three. We got 3 foreign films in this, so we really put you through the ringer on this one. Yeah. Caveman asked, where are all these streaming, because it's not on your updated list. This one is streaming on Netflix. Usually that's the case with these foreign films, is usually we find them on Netflix.
I'm sorry about that, Caveman. We had to do some changes, and I didn't update the Instagram page, so I apologize for that. If there's anything you can't find, if you see it on the thumbnail that Dave puts up, DM one of us, and we could let you know what the updated schedule is. But also
the updated schedule is on the Facebook, on the 4K Lowdowns Facebook page, and on the YouTube channel. So there are a few places to get the updated schedule. And we announced them at the beginning of the show, but you didn't get your cookie. You didn't show up.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
And we want to say hey to Tiana. What's up, Tiana? It's good to see you. It's Stacy. That's right. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Love it. But yeah, so this, like I said, this movie was leaps and bounds better than Naga. Naga didn't make any sense. This one actually had a path that it took. But yeah, the acting was horrible. It didn't matter if it was dubbed or not. But it was the culture that there was something that I liked about understanding the culture of how they treat their women, and how they, especially at school age, and how they're supposed to be, what they're supposed to wear, and of course they locked the school.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't go anywhere until they let you out.
Did you catch when the fire broke out? I mean, it's in the thing. It's not spoiler. What's that movie, Hunter? They rushed to cover up the girls as they were coming out. Yeah. I was like, dude, give them a chance to fucking catch their breath.
Yeah. Well, that was the thing. You can't see them. That was, and that's part of the reason why the guy was refusing to open the door. He's like, no, they can't do that. Yeah. So I thought that was interesting. And I understand, Caveman, you want to try to watch it, but yeah, you can always reach out to us. I know you talk to us all the time, dude. So
yeah, just if you can't find something, just let us know. If you can't
find where it's streaming, and because I know you hit them up early, just come at us, either one of us, and because I'll respond if Rich doesn't. So you can hit either of us up on the Faces for Radio Instagram page, or just hit me up on mine or Rich's or whatever, and we'll let you know where you can find those. And anybody else too, if you guys want to watch those and you don't know where to stream them, just shoot us a direct message and we'll do that. Because I don't want to say slide into your DMs, because apparently that means something else. I said that to my daughter. She goes, no. And I'm like, are you sending me a DM? And no, I'm going to message you. And I'm like, okay. So then I had to have my son explain it to me.
That's funny.
Yeah, it's not horrible, but yeah, it's not something that I can recommend.
Yeah.
Unless you want to know more about the culture. And I think it was good because we haven't had very many Saudi Arabian movies, and I didn't want Naga to be the example, to be the bar.
And it was just by happenstance that this was on the schedule, and then I had no clue that it was Saudi.
Yeah. So I thought that was good. And finally, it's like definitely better.
I think about it, I didn't know this, but like going to the Academy Awards, there's 93 countries that submitted movies and that's like, wow, can you imagine watching 93 different foreign films?
Well,
that'd be
I
crazy.
was gonna say, I think we watched about that many foreign films last year. So. Note to self, message Dave, don't slide into his DM. Thanks, brother. Appreciate that. Whoa, Dell. I love you, but not that much. So I'll have to check out From the Ashes. Haven't heard of it.
It's on Netflix.
It's on Netflix. Like I said, it's not very good, but it's got an interesting storyline. I did that first twist. I predicted right away. I knew exactly what was going on, but I knew that the second incident was separate and there was something to that. And I did like that. That was unexpected.
Yeah.
I'm not Mike, but you can call me anything you want, just not late for dinner. I'd say the same thing. But all right, so let's go to our highlights, and it's not much, you guys. Let's see. Stacy, your highest is a 7 for the ending, and I think that's where all of us are. That's our highest thing is the ending. I gave an 8 to the ending. Rich gave a 7 to the ending. Rich and I gave the story a 7 because it's like I said, it's leaps and bounds better than Naga. So we had to reward that a little bit. Otherwise, Stacy, you got a 5 for the trailer. There's a lot of 2s and 3s for you, brother. So I definitely feel that you did not care for this.
I made it through it though.
Yeah, you made it through, and I appreciate that. And that you at least got the best part out of the way. So let's go to our final scores on From the Ashes. This is on Netflix, you guys, and we'll get this out of the way. IMDb is giving this a 5.2. Rotten Tomatoes has not enough scores, so there's no rating there. Rich and I both gave it a 54. Stacy gave it a 33. Average score for the three of us is 47. And yeah, I can't recommend it, but there are some merits to us as compared to the other stuff that we've seen from Saudi Arabia, which is basically one. But yeah, Caveman apologizes. You will always be second to know about dinner time. Appreciate it. Yes. All right. So yeah, we got that one out of the way.
We sure did.
We certainly did. So what do you think is next? I'm going to go Rich. Rich, what do you think is number 4?
Do this easy. It's Foe.
It is Foe. And I'm very positive that you're right.
Well, see, this week is very top heavy or bottom 3 heavy, I think. It's very kind of easy. This is a fairly easy week to predict.
Yeah. What you said? You said something about a porno when we were chatting because you want to do Zach and Mary make a porno, and you're like, I want to have porno on the 26th, and I said I want to have porno every day. But
I did. I died laughing too.
I was like, let Rich call me Adam for 2 months before I told him my name.
He did. I felt like a fucking idiot. I did.
That might make our top 10 list.
I'm terrible at names. I forget Dave's name all the time.
He does. I don't. Mike. Come on, which one? Oh, speaking of which one, there's my son Eric.
What's up, Eric?
Which one? What? Which porn? Or what are you talking about? First movie have English dub in case I can't sleep at night. Yeah. This one does. It comes with English dubbing for From the Ashes, but yeah, it's just not hoo-ha. And there's my daughter. What's up? What's up, daughter? Love you so much. But yeah. So yeah, our fourth place movie this week, now that I'm kind of caught up, wrap my hand around, is Foe. I don't know. I don't know.
Potential.
There were things that I liked, but
yeah,
I don't. It was weird.
It was like, Was it cheating? Was it not?
I gotta wonder about that, right?
Yeah.
Because it, and then of course I guess it all came out in the wash, right? Because of how it ended.
Yeah.
But let me read the synopsis on this. It says Hen and Junior farm at a secluded piece of land that has been in Junior's family for generations. But their quiet life is thrown into turmoil when an uninvited stranger shows up at their door with a startling proposal. Now, this takes place in the year 2065 or whatever. So this is like future. And the beginning behaves a lot like Interstellar to me of how the planet
very much.
Right? So I was like, okay, I'm interested. The planet's in turmoil and we're trying to leave and do something, in space or whatever. So he gets selected to go to space because he's a farmer, but
and that was all weird too.
It was weird, but she has to stay behind, and there's this weird dude. The only thing that lets you know that it's the future is when this dude's car shows up.
Yeah.
And you're like, wait, what? Otherwise, it looks like they're in a field and their house is from the early 1900s, and he's got an old pickup truck. It doesn't look like it's from the future at all.
Right.
Until you see the car, and then of course the flying craft later. But yeah, it takes place in the future, and so he gets selected to go up into space to work on this station, but basically a clone is to be put in his place to live with the wife. And then there's, and he's like, okay, you're going in 2 years. I'll be back to do some stuff, and I got to live at your house or whatever. And then, things start unraveling from there because they're like not sleeping with each other and stuff starts happening. But all the story actually plays out really well, but it's slow. It is so slow that I'm like, okay, come on, get to a point.
I dozed at one point. I was like,
help me out. I mean, I watched all the way through because I was like, there's got to be something better coming. There's got to be something. Give me a laser blast or a nuclear warhead. Give me something that lets me know what's going on. Yeah, give me no. But what you get is Yum Yum. There's a Yum Yum scene.
Yep. There's some Yum Yum.
Then I'm like, oh, okay, whoa. You get a little butt crack canyon from Saoirse Ronan and some tasteful side boob, but I'm like, okay, I don't understand, but okay, fine. Husband and wife, they're doing their thing.
Okay, did I miss where they switched? Did I miss that when I dozed? Because I didn't want to go back and rewatch it. I was just like, no,
they never really did. I don't think they never really showed that.
Okay, then I wasn't crazy. I didn't.
Yeah.
This has been on our watch list, folks. Big fans of Saoirse Ronan. I'm a fan of hers too. I like her.
What's she been
in? She was in.
She was just in something else I watched recently too, and I don't remember.
What was that one? She did The Host. It was another sci-fi movie where they were all replaced by aliens.
Yes.
So she was in that one. And there's something. There's something like
she was
major.
In Lady. Yeah, she was in Lady Bird. She was in Grand Budapest, The French Dispatch. She's done quite a bit. Yeah, Lovely Bones.
Lovely Bones. That's what I remember. And she was Hannah. She was the girl from Hannah.
Oh, that's her?
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird. That seems so long ago.
I know it does, doesn't it? But it makes sense because she was like 11 back then. Yeah. And now she's like naked on screen, and it's weird. It was kind of like seeing Joey King in Bullet Train, and I was like, wait, isn't she like 12? But no, she's 23, and I'm like, it's wrong. But yeah, I like that. So yeah, Caveman says that my son's gamer tag is the coolest on YouTube, and I'm like, that's awesome. What's up, Jeff? Good to see you. I just passed you right up.
Hey, Jeff.
What is up, my friend? It's good to see you. Yeah, Lady Bird, Little Women.
I like to see Lady Bird.
I think she was Oscar nominated for Brooklyn. I think you're right on that. I liked Hannah too. That's what I first remember her from. But yeah, now she's like full on full on adult. And Paul Mescal, he was nominated for an Oscar for After Sun from last year.
Yeah.
So I like him. The acting here is really good.
I would hate to pay for this in the theater though. Oof.
Yeah, I would. I'd be like, okay, I'm paying, $10 to take a nap, because it dragged a lot.
And the ending was just weird in the way they just watched and clapped.
They were, with the champagne and stuff. I was looking at the cast and they were just labeled as VIPs. And it was like they were showing, look, clone, and we're gonna kill him and put him in a bag. And I was like,
it's like one of those zip airtight bags.
Like one of those space bags. You just put a vacuum cleaner to it.
Yeah.
And, but yeah, I don't know. I don't want to spoil this for you guys, because I do think it's worth seeing, but you really have to be in the mood for it.
Yeah. Make sure you have a lot of caffeine in you so you don't fall asleep.
Get a lot of caffeine. Watch it in the middle of the day, or if you want to take a nap, watch this, take a nap, come back, watch the rest of it, because it will put you out if you're not careful.
What do you think, Stacy?
Yeah, what do you think about this overall?
I liked it overall. I think it underachieved a little bit. Definitely, I think it was too long. I mean, they could have cut.
It felt long.
They could have cut 15, 20 minutes out of this and made it a much tighter movie. But I liked the story. I liked parts of the ending. The ending was one of my higher scores on this. It's just one of the movies that make you think after you watch it.
Yeah, I agree with where you're like, okay, so what was that? And then you're, because it definitely makes you think. And then what? Because I kind of like called it, right there at the end of where Saoirse was at the very end of the movie, right before they just ended it, and I was like, okay, now I understand. But I think, I don't know. I can't say I'd watch this again.
I wouldn't.
In fact, I probably won't watch this again, and I wouldn't buy it on physical. But it was interesting. And
I think the only way I might rewatch it if it got a physical release where there was like a director's commentary on it, something, is I would like to get some more insight on kind of what his direction and what his thoughts were and kind of where he sat on this. But
yeah, there's a lot more nudity in this than I expected.
Yeah,
I will say that, and most of it was Paul Mescal.
It's not like Saltburn nudity, but
not Saltburn nudity, but like some there was some butt crack canyon going on, and then of course there was the yum yum scene, and then the guy, the Terrence, the dude that shows up,
weird.
He was creepy. It was like
I wouldn't trust him. No way.
He was observing him, and he was just kind of, and I was just like he was playing them against each other, and I'm like, is he trying to have an affair with her? It was playing weird, where I was like, what is his goal? What is he trying to do? And then when you get that answer, it all makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's part of the reason why I don't need to watch it again, because you get the twist, and you're, oh, okay, I have that answer. I don't need to watch that movie again. It's not something that I would revisit, because I think I missed something, because it was so slow that you don't miss anything. You get everything. It just doesn't make sense until you get to the end.
Yeah.
Agree.
All right, let's go to our highlights on it. So
I'm trying to find my.
So Stacey, you got an 8 for ending, which I think that makes a lot of sense considering what you said. But you also put 7s for acting, trailer, story, visuals, genre, and subgenre. Rich, you threw an 8 for genre and subgenre, which makes sense. And then you have 7s for acting, trailer, ending, and visuals. And then for me, I threw an 8 for the acting and for the subgenre, and then 7s for ending, visuals, and sound. I did like some of the music and the the stuff that was going on with the bugs and all that. I thought there was some cool sound effects in there. The thing with the beetle was really interesting, but they didn't really except at the end, which made you think. With the beetle,
that gave it away.
That gave it away.
Yeah, I gave it away.
Where you're like, aha.
Yeah.
So no faux butt crack or yum yum scented candles for this movie. No. All right, let's go to our final scores on Faux, coming in 4th place this week. IMDb is giving this a 5.4. Rotten Tomatoes critics score 25%. Audience score 57%. Rich gave it a 63. I gave it a 64. Stacy gave it a 68. Our total average score is 65. And see, we're right there.
Yeah.
We were all really close on that one. So that was really good. But yeah, I was having trouble deciding whether I would recommend this to anybody. It was just kind of,
if you're bored,
I don't know who would like this. I know Mika, you have this on your list, and I think because of the sci-fi element and what's going on with the clones, I think you would like it, but it would be, it's like I said, it's a slow burn, and it almost to where it doesn't burn. It just kind of smokes and then gives you that really good ending that explains everything. So stick through it till the end, but you could probably take a nap in the middle and not miss anything.
Yeah.
Scores are very close for this one. Yep. All right. So number 3, what do you think is number 3 this week, Stacy?
Beekeeper.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer. Beekeeper comes in at number 3. It's in theaters right now. Oh, and I'm sorry, where can we find Faux before we get out of here? Faux is on Prime, right?
Prime.
Yeah, Prime Video.
So you guys, Faux is on Prime if you want to watch it. I want to make sure that everybody knows where to stream it before we sign off on that. Okay, Beekeeper. Beekeeper's in the theater right now, and I got to tell you, when I saw this poster at the theater, I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
Really? They're running out of ideas for Jason. They've already had him take on a shark. They're going to have him fight bees now? What the hell's going on?
Thought this was another Jurassic Park movie, actually.
Yeah, I thought this was going to be like Meg 3, like the bees are attacking, and Jason Statham was like, all right, I'll take care of them. But that's funny. Sci-fi element has me intrigued. I thought it might, and I think it's worth it for you guys for that. I think you might like it, but not love it. So the Beekeeper was some dude. Yeah, I know. I heard something about that. So I know Corey has seen it. So Corey, as we're doing our scores, I would like you to put your scores in the chat.
Yeah.
And let us know what your score. You know how to do it. I know you do. So give us your scores on the Beekeeper as we talk about this. So Stacey,
Corey and I saw this together. So yeah.
So what did you think of the Beekeeper overall? What did you?
I liked this. I thought it was fun. It's not great by any means, but I thought it was fun. I enjoyed Statham in this. I thought overall the cast was fun. Fight scenes were fun.
Yeah.
So it was much better. It was better than I expected it was going to be. I'll say that much for sure.
Yeah.
I think David Ayer redeemed himself again. He made a good movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Mika says, yeah, that poster for the Beekeeper had me trying to figure it out. I know, me too. I was like, have they run out of ideas for him? Kind of one of those hidden January movies. Yeah, if I didn't see the poster at the theater when I went to watch, I think it was Iron Claw, and I saw that poster and I'm like, what? There is no way.
It looks like he's getting ready to battle Candyman.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. Yeah. But this had no business being this fun.
Yeah.
This was just a plain fun movie.
This was. Robert makes the cut, and Nate and Alex say it was a throwback to the 70s and 80s types of movies.
It felt like
with the full-on action and not a whole lot of acting. Yeah, I think it made a lot of sense like that. It is a solid, fun action movie. Yeah. I totally agree with all that. I think it was fun. I enjoyed this more than the last several Jason Statham movies. And I'm speaking, of course, of Meg 2 expend affordables and things like that. Well, I clearly underestimated this one because I thought it was just going to be, and it is your standard Jason Statham draw, but the action in here is really good. The explosions are good. I mean, almost over the top like stuff going on, and love that. Yeah, thank you. Movie owner says can't wait to get a copy of Beekeeper. It better get a steelbook.
I bet it will.
If that comes out, if that comes out with a steelbook, I would. Yeah, I think I might get that. I don't know if it'd be day one.
I don't think you will. You will.
The Meg 2 got one.
Meg 2 got one of
So
way better. Yeah. So yeah, this was really good. I liked that, because he's a retired beekeeper. And for you guys that don't know, let me read the synopsis on it before I go any further, so you guys understand what's going on here. But it seems like some of you have seen it. It says, one man's brutal campaign for vengeance takes on national stakes after he is revealed to be a former operative of a powerful and clandestine organization known as the Beekeepers. Interesting, but yeah, basically he's retired, and something happens to draw him into this. And I'm just gonna say it was like ransomware. A ransomware issue where people's money are being sucked dry, and something happens to basically get this guy to put this company on his shit list. He just goes absolutely bonkers and kills everybody in sight. So, and that's, like I said, it's standard Jason Statham flair, complete with the transporter suit.
Yeah,
that he puts on.
That's true.
But besides Jason Statham, I thought Josh Hutcherson did a really great job.
Yeah, he was a prick, and I liked it. Yeah, he was a total prick, and I liked it. I didn't expect that from him. I was like, I can't. And Jeremy Irons is in it. Jeremy Irons did good.
Yeah, he was fun. Yeah,
good job. I liked the girl who played the FBI detective, and who I thought it was turned out to not be the case, but they drew him back with honey. Yep. They suckered him right in. Are there at least bees in the movie? Yes.
Got some Minnie Driver in this. Don't see her too often either.
Holding a gun, but nowhere in the movie are they seen holding a gun. Yeah, but yeah, no, there are bees in the movie because he actually tends to bees. And I guess that's part of the, being part of that organization is you have to read that book and know how to take care of bees. So you kind of do that. And, honey is flammable. Who knew? Haven't seen it, but the trailer makes me feel like Kingsman, just with less humor. Yeah, I agree with that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of over the top action, and definitely less humor. But there is some humor in it. That's really interesting. Guy, there are bees in it. Yes, bees.
Yep.
Bees happen. There was Mrs. Huxtable in it as well. Felicia Rashad.
I always like seeing her on screen. There's something about her I like.
So what's the buzz about this movie? Actually, the buzz is pretty positive. I mean, people at first were like, "Oh crap, another Jason Statham movie," but when they saw it, it's gaining popularity because people are liking it.
Word of mouth, man.
Yeah. So it's still playing in the theater. I think it's gonna make probably twice as much money as Meg 2 did.
Well,
I don't think that'll take much. That's not a bold prediction, you guys. That's just kind of right there. It might actually already be past what Meg 2 made. But let me see if I can get a number on it right now. So it's made 77.5 million worldwide right now. And but I don't have a budget. I think the budget was like 15 to 20 million.
Yeah, it's probably 30. Probably 30 with marketing. I would guess.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised with that. That sounds good. 25 to 30. The man of the row, Felicia Rashad, always is elegant.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's a queen.
Yep. That's another B joke. I like that. But because and you get kind of some when you read the beekeeping book and you get some things that bees do, it's supposedly what the beekeepers actually do, like taking care of the hive and things like that. So there were some good references to bees and associating them with the beekeeper organization, and I thought that was kind of cool. Yeah, she does. She's lovely.
Yeah,
And I liked her in it. It was, she was great. Kind of the linchpin in the whole thing. Yes, don't quit my day job. I know. I'm not afraid of the calendar because their days are numbered. So you guys, I know you guys both saw it in the theater, and Corey, I'm waiting for your scores, brother. But we're going to go to our highlights on this, because, dude, yeah, I like this, and I think on normal weeks this might have been our number one movie.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. Because I think I scored it fairly decent.
Yeah, you gave it a really good score. So let's talk Stacy's score first. Stacy, you got 8s for the cast, the trailer, ending, genre and subgenre, and then 7s for visuals and sound, 6s for everything else. So nothing below 6, which is great. Rich, you got a 10 for cast, 10 for genre, 8s for ending, story, visual, direction, and sound, and subgenre, and then 7s for acting and trailer. I have 10s for cast and genre, and then I have a 9 for visuals, 8 for trailer and subgenre, and then I have a 7 for story. And that's because I like to help the whole beekeeper association with all that. No worries, Jay. I've been too buzzy to see it.
Wow, you think they could turn this into a franchise?
Maybe they did it with Transporter, and now
Caveman wouldn't surprise me.
Your comments, bro, stinging me with your comments, but yeah, I think it could be, and I think it might make enough money to where it warrants doing a sequel.
Yeah, I would like to see where his character goes next. From the
I wouldn't mind that. Like a Richard. Oh, what is that? Want to come say hi? Don't show me your butt. She shows me her butt. Come say hi. You're on the show. You want to see the show? Want to say hi? Wait. Come here. Oh.
Hello.
Hi.
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 Hey.
What's up? She said, "What's up?"
It's so good to hear her talk.
You're gonna be on the show tomorrow. You're gonna take. Oh, you're okay. Okay. She wants to take the headset.
Okay.
Oh, man.
How you doing?
Hi.
Hi. What's up?
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you're gonna be on the show tomorrow.
I'm excited for that.
Oh, don't touch the stuff. Okay, give me. Thank you. Good job. Good job.
And Dave drops her. Ploop. There she goes.
Don't worry, she didn't land on her head.
Such a doll.
But she's great. I love her so much. But yeah,
it's so good to hear her talk.
Well, me too. It just gives me chills every time she does it, and she's up to like 4-word sentences and multiple syllables. We were watching one of the movies for tomorrow's show, and she said, "Wow, that's awesome," and I was like, "Where did that come from?" Do it again. I can't remember my phone out. Awesome. It's awesome. But yeah, okay. So, Corey, let's see. 20, 35, 41, 47, 54, 60, 67 for a score. Nice. Okay. So let's go to our final scores on Beekeeper taking 3rd place this week, you guys. IMDb is giving this 6.7. Rotten Tomatoes critic score 70%, audience score 93%. Rich, you gave it an 82. I gave it a 75. Stacy gave it a 72. Total average score 76.33. I think that's solid. That's good.
Yeah. That would have been a number one. You're right.
That would have been a number one on some of our shitty weeks. That would have been a number one.
Like most of January.
Like most of January. And until we did Iron Claw and Holdovers together.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That was amazing. But yeah, that first episode in January, that was rough.
Oh, yeah, it was.
That was rough. Wow, you're the jerk with the low score. I'm glad you were on the show.
All right, Corey.
Bro,
way to go, Corey.
You took the pressure off me.
Yeah. But yep. So yep, Auntie's girl. That's right. Yep, it's the little one. Yep, she's gonna be on the show tomorrow, you guys. So hopefully you can turn it. Make it stop. I'm begging. Please stop it. You know, rub some honey on it. That'll get better. You know, because the Equalizer used that for his wounds, and honey never spoils. So, but yeah, I enjoyed this. I'm gonna buy it. I think it's completely rewatchable. It was really fun. I'm glad I saw it in the theater. Yeah, I think it's underrated. I really do.
Yeah, but the audience score, I kind of says it's not underrated because would you
right?
It was
the
93?
Audience, especially Rotten Tomatoes.
The audience score.
The audience score is 93%. So everybody's liking it. But I was looking at IMDb giving it a 6.7 along with Corey with his shitty ass score. But yeah, I was just like, I mean, I came in expecting like, and I got, oh, that was cool. That was like transporter level cool. Like that was like almost that was the bee's knees.
Good Lord.
Nice. I'm gonna put my yellow jacket on. Yeah, you are. You're such an a-hole, dude. But that's cool. You've got hopefully you've got 6 shirts now because I might send you one that'll really mess you up. But you guys, we have 2 movies left, and I'm gonna say both of these movies are fantastic. Both of these movies have been nominated for Oscars. And we didn't really know that. I think we knew it about one of them, but we didn't know it about the other one coming in. Because one had to be replaced. And we were like, hey, this one's getting Oscar buzz. Let's put this in. And I'm like, cool. But Rich, what do you think is our number 2
Before
movie?
we do that,
you
have something you need to do.
Oh, okay. Do you want to do that now? We could do that.
Yeah, let's do it before we get to the good movies.
All right, you guys. We're going to try to do this every week that we can. I want to give back to you guys as much as possible. So we are providing a digital code for Avatar Way of Water. Now, if you guys want to get it, it's first come, first serve. I'm going to put it up on the screen, and whoever gets it first gets it. Here it goes. It's on Movies Anywhere, you guys. I think you can still grab it on Vudu, but
yeah, you can put it on Vudu.
You can put it on Vudu. The Disney ones you can't. You can only grab it on Movies Anywhere.
Well, maybe this is the same way.
Take a drink of my big ass jug while we're waiting, since I'm not.
Yeah. Just let us know if you get it.
Yeah, let us know if you grab it. And if you don't get it, if somebody gets it before you, don't be afraid, because in about maybe 3 or 4 weeks there might be another one.
Yeah.
And
I enjoyed this movie, Avatar 2. I didn't think I was going to.
I'm saving up for my 6th, not quite emotionally prepared to take that step yet. Okay. Not the bees, Nicolas Cage. Okay. Oh, you're frozen. Am I frozen? I think I'm frozen.
I don't think you're frozen.
Brian put the code up in the chat, you guys. I'm not going to put that up. I know I said to stop. I got a buzz off for the
Thanks,
night.
Del.
Thanks, brother. I appreciate you being here, Del. Well, hopefully we'll see. If you can join us tomorrow, that'd be great.
Yeah. Tell us about tomorrow while we wait for.
All right. So tomorrow, you guys, we're starting a new theme with our high fives. And so basically, and that is we're doing themes. So we have themes set for the first half of the year. and our first theme was family-friendly movies. And our guest tomorrow night is Movie Buff Grant. He's going to join us with his five of his favorite movies from 2023 that are family-friendly, and he wanted to do the show on the condition that I have my granddaughter on the show and have her watch it. So I had her watch the movies, and I had her rank them, or I ranked them based on her reaction and by how I saw that she liked it, her emotions and stuff during the movie. And I recorded little snippets of her emotions during the movies. What she, what I thought she liked and didn't like, and things that she said and stuff like that. So it's going to be really awesome. I'm looking forward to doing that show. I think, Corey, I think that's the second time, brother. You got last week's too.
Hey man, he's got quick fingers.
Yeah, I wasn't going to do it, but yeah. You're pretty good with your hands. But yeah, so 7:00 Pacific tomorrow night, 10 p.m. Eastern. The Faces for Radio will present High Five Family Movies with Movie Buff Grant. I think that's going to be an awesome conversation. I'm really looking forward to it. He gave us 5 movies, and I will tell you that my granddaughter liked 2 of them and did not like 2 of them. So, and then one she was just mesmerized through it. Like, she didn't react or nothing. She was just like glued. And so I took a picture of that, and she was that way through the entire movie. No sounds, no smiles, no nothing. She was just locked. And I was like, wow, okay. Yeah. Hey, let someone else win. You gotta be faster, Jay. But like I said, in a few weeks, I have an extra code for Avatar: Way of Water 2. So I will pop that on. But we're gonna give out some other ones first and then come back to them. Because I think Rich has 1 or 2 that I have the same. So we're gonna release those on different weeks. Yeah. I know, Jay. Next I'll sit down on the next one. Okay. Corey, yeah, you don't have to, brother. You can.
No, quit it. If you got faster fingers than Jay,
if they don't work your fingers. As we go further, maybe we'll do like a trivia question or pick a number between 1 and 100 or whatever. But right now, I like this first come. Whoever gets it gets it.
We don't gotta do work when it's that way.
I just gotta put the picture up and say, just let me know when you get it so I can take the picture back down. Yep. All right. So now that we've got those formalities out of the way, Rich, which do you think is our number 2 film?
Oh, this is tough because I absolutely loved both of these movies. They're both great. They're 2 different types of movies, but the acting in this is so good. But I am going to go with my gut, and I'm going to say Anatomy of a Fall is number 2.
You are correct. Anatomy of a Fall is number 2. And like I said, any other week, this would have been number 1 by a mile. It would I tried to help someone else. So, thanks, Brian. I mean, putting it on the YouTube chat. If somebody else is on YouTube and gets it there, that's great. Because they could just copy and paste it. Yeah, sure. That's what they all say, Corey. But yeah, oh man, this is so good. Stacey, what were your thoughts on this?
I actually watched this late last night. I enjoyed this quite a bit. Like you guys said, normal weeks, this would have been number 1 probably by a landslide. I like courtroom dramas and that kind of stuff, and I kind of liked this was a kind of a different way to watch a courtroom drama. They kind of did it different than normal ones, so I enjoyed that quite a bit. Definitely intense, definitely intriguing, kept you guessing. Acting was brilliant.
Yeah.
It just got nominated. The director got a Best Director nomination. I think
he got 5 nominations.
I think the lead actress got Best Actress nomination.
Yep.
She's fantastic.
Was that Sandra Mueller or something like that?
Something like that, yeah.
but yeah, she was fantastic. She's also in Zone of Interest,
Yeah,
which is another one that's up for some awards.
that's the
So-
only one we haven't seen, or at least I haven't seen, out of the 10 Best Picture nominations.
Yeah, I haven't seen 3. We're going to see Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
for-
I'm sorry, I haven't seen that. There's 2 I haven't seen.
We're going to see Killers of the Flower Moon, but yeah, Zone of Interest and shit. What was the other one? There's the other one that you saw and I haven't yet.
Poor Things.
Yeah, Poor Things, which I don't know. I'm not really interested, but
It's not as bad.
I like Emma Stone, but it just
You definitely like her in this. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
All right.
But
Let me
this
read
movie, guys, it's long. It's almost 3 hours, isn't it? It's like 2.5, 240.
Yeah, like right around that range.
Okay.
It's long, but I think it needed to be, because you get different. Oh man, I don't want to spoil this.
Yeah. But okay, so you guys, let me read the synopsis on it. It says a woman is suspected of her husband's murder, and their blind son faces a moral dilemma as the main witness. And that's a really short way of putting it, but it's basically exactly like the title.
Yeah.
They're really
Yep.
The husband apparently falls or is pushed or is hit with something, and they're trying to figure out what happened with only the son as the witness.
And he's blind.
And he's blind. So
And I'm gonna do a little spoiler. The movie starts out with 50 Cent. Pip
Oh, I know
song.
that.
I was
The
like,
PIMP.
with PIMP like really loud.
Pretty
Yeah, I
loud.
was What?
It plays
I was like-
ever.
It did. I was like, that's so weird.
It was just on a loop, and I was like, okay, you could tell that the husband and wife were kind of pissed at each other. So I didn't need the code, but for some reason the stream picture froze, but I could hear you talk in the background. Was where it didn't free up until the code was being taken down. Well, you weren't allowed to look at it. That wasn't
Yeah.
it. Everyone else had it. So yeah, I was like,
Right?
yeah, it was PIMP. And I liked it because I had the subtitles on. So it says PIMP playing.
Yep.
And I was like, oh, they had the whole thing. It was hilarious. And you don't hear the lyrics, it's just the song.
Mhm.
Instrumental.
She even
yeah.
comments on that later on, and it was the instrumental.
It was the instrumental.
Yeah, I like how she commented on that.
Yeah.
This movie, I like the ending. I really did, but I don't want to spoil it. It's just,
Yeah, it's hard with this ending. You can't-
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna say the ending. I'm not gonna say I didn't like it, but it wasn't the ending that I wanted. So I wonder what your guys' reaction. Did you get the ending that you wanted?
That's a tough question because I liked the ending.
I did. I liked it, but
I like
Yeah.
I like the ending too, but I don't think it was what I expected.
Yeah, I agree with that. I thought that it was going to do this, and it didn't do that.
yeah.
Um,
And all right, I thought maybe there was going to be a twist in there, like something like, I don't know, like more closure is what I wanted. I didn't.
yeah, I thought they would show
Yep.
it. The actual happened.
Yeah.
I thought that's what we were
Like
going to
you
get.
get that, like, oh, okay, this is what happened, and I was like,
Mhm.
okay. But I love courtroom dramas, and
yeah.
it's really interesting with the French court
Yeah,
how they did that, because there was a lot of storytelling going on. It wasn't like just facts and stuff.
yeah,
It was like, here's what we think is happening, and then they're like, bickering back and forth at each other, and then they're just, even though the witness is there and they're talking to the witness, they turn around and they talk to the
Yeah.
wife while she's sitting behind the lawyer and is like, so
Yep.
what are you saying? And made her testify, and then went and talked to this other. I was like, okay, so all bets are off with who you talk to in the courtroom.
yeah.
I was really interesting the way that the judge was and the way that the prosecutor and defense attorney were, because it was like the prosecutor got to do all the talking, and the defense attorney was like, no, you can't ask that question, or just like say something off until he got to speak.
Yeah.
It seemed like the prosecutor had control of the room.
Yeah. I also liked the boy in here. He did really good.
His acting was so good. I don't know if he's really blind, but it seemed like it.
Yeah, he did a really good job. And his emotions too.
Kevin asked if it's a foreign language film.
Both. It's English and foreign.
It's English and French. Because they're, she's English, or I get the impression that she's English.
Mm-hmm.
Right. But she's in a French court, and they're like, you have to speak French, until she's like, I can't speak French anymore. I need to do this in English because I can't formulate the words. So then it goes into another thing. So it's in both languages, in French and English.
I definitely think the dog was a standout too.
I like the dog. Well, the dog was taking care of the boy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And there's some serious points with the dog.
Yeah.
That I'm not going to spoil, but you have to watch.
Yeah. So overall, Stacy, what did you think of this?
German. Okay, thanks, Holland. I know she's German. Yeah, it's Kuehler. It's Sandra Kuehler. But I don't know, and I mean, I guess, but she preferred to speak English as opposed to German.
Yeah, I think overall, this was great. It probably, if I would have watched it in 2023, it would have been definitely borderline in my top 10.
Me too.
Yeah.
I just overall, it was a great film. Acted well, directed well.
No, it's not a French
intriguing.
French poodle. It's a.
I thought it was a German Shepherd or something.
I don't know. I think it just looked like a mutt to me, like a multicolored.
I don't know what breed it was.
White stuff. It just looked like he was part lab and part husky or something. It was, but really smart dog. Definitely a service dog to the boy, and was like his best friend.
And his testimony towards the end, holy fuck.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that's some acting right there for his age. I wonder, how old is he? Do you have that pulled up or anything?
Oh, let me find out. Yeah, I've got the thing.
Oh man, when he's talking about his dad and it didn't feel like he was reading his lines. It felt very natural. It flowed out of his mouth really well.
So he's 15 now. He's 15 now. He was born in 2008. So he was probably 12, 13 when they did when he was filming the movie.
Yeah, and he's only been in a couple other things too, which is pretty crazy.
No, he was fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
Milo Machado Rainer is his name.
Yeah.
And he was so good.
Guys, don't sleep on this film. This is really good.
It's really good. And you guys, it's in theaters right now, but it's also available. I said Prime. Where did we watch it?
Vudu.
We watched it on Vudu, so we watched it on digital. So it's available for rent on Prime or Vudu or whatever. But man, I think it's well deserving of the Oscar nomination. I was really impressed with this. My only negative in this movie is it was a little slow in the middle.
I agree.
But it was really interesting, just the whole way that they did it, and with the courtroom and the
flashbacks and
the judicial system and the flashbacks and this is where, and I was telling Stacy, this is where the potential yum yum comes in, because the wife obviously was unfaithful.
Yeah.
But to the same sex. So there was something there, and that kind of spurned why the husband was so mad at her. But they brought that to light like big time in the trial, and that was.
And I thought the person they were interviewing handled it really well.
Yeah,
she was good in this too. From top to
Yeah,
bottom, this
he
is
was
a
good.
well acted movie.
And the person in I don't want to mistake her pronouns, but the person that took care of the boy was good too.
Yeah.
Yep.
There's not a weak link in the acting in this movie at all.
No, the acting was spot on through the entire thing. Well, let's go to our highlights on it.
Wait. Now,
Wait.
in our text chat, did I overhype this movie? Do you think I overhyped this movie?
I don't think so, because you were like, hey, let's put this in. It's getting a lot of Oscar buzz, and I was like, okay.
No, I mean in our when they were giving me shit in the Film for Friends.
That.
Do you think I overhyped it?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean,
I didn't think
because
so either.
I'd seen it. I don't think they'd seen it. Or maybe they don't have the same opinion as we do, but
They're wrong.
But I mean, I think this is something Nate would like.
I think you would
Nate,
like this too.
I think Nate's not a Netflix person, but I think Nate would like this, and he would like our next movie too. I think these are
I
ones
think so too.
I would definitely want him to watch. Justin Triet wrote the film. First Andrew Schuler. This is our second collaboration after Sybil. Okay, the role as Snoop. Border Collie. Okay, that's what it is. Border Collie was awarded the Palm Dog at the 223 Cannes Film Festival. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, Border Collie. That's what it is. That's that. As soon as you said that's what that dog is. I totally recognize that breakdown. I'm like, if it's not a pit bull or a German Shepherd, I'm not sure.
So, Stacy, would you buy this movie?
Yes. Yep.
What about you, Dave?
Most definitely.
It would not be a day one buy, because I wouldn't need to watch it again anytime soon, but I would have it in my collection for sure.
Me too.
And I hopefully if it does get one, it gets some decent special features though.
Yeah.
That was just not a bone dry.
I wouldn't be worried about a 4K though with this. I would.
Yeah.
I would be happy with a Blu-ray.
Yeah.
But you guys, Corey put a code for Super Mario Brothers.
That's awesome, Corey. Thank you.
If any of you guys want to have it, for movies,
just don't let Caveman get it.
No, Caveman can't have it. No cookie frame. All right, let's go to our highlights for Anatomy of a Fall. Stacy, you threw 10s at the acting, the ending, direction, and genre. 9s for the trailer, sound, and subgenre. 8 for story and 7 for visuals. Rich, you put a 10 to acting, ending, story, visuals, direction, genre, and subgenre, and then an 8 to sound.
I just loved how they went back and forth with the through her talking about her husband when they showed it, and I don't know, just I love the way this film looked, the way it was shot, the way it was edited.
Yeah, I can tell by the way you scored it. But yeah, that makes sense. I did too. I thought it was really good. So I gave 10s to the acting, story, and genre, 9s to the visuals, direction, and 8 to the subgenre, and 7s to the trailer and the sound. I think the PIMP playing over and over again kind of threw it down for me a little bit for the sound, but I think it's really good. Corey is a G. But yeah, guys, this is not one to sleep on. I highly recommend this. If you want to, I mean, rent it now, check it out before the Oscars come. If you're any type of Oscar fan, I definitely see at least one Oscar going this way.
Yeah. Speaking of Oscars, when is our prediction show, Dave?
Our prediction show is the 29th, Monday.
Yeah.
So Monday the 29th, 7 p.m. Pacific, 10 p.m. Eastern, we're doing our Oscar prediction show and our Razzie prediction show. I've thrown that in there. We're going to look at the Razzie nominations, which are like Expendables and I don't know why Skinamarink got missed, but there's a bunch of, I think there's a bunch of Meg 2 and some other crap in there. So we're gonna vote for our Razzie winners too, because Razzies will be announced on the 9th of March, and then the Oscars on the 10th. So
yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
K-Man says, don't need it, but very generous story to offer to everyone. Definitely above and beyond. Yeah, dude.
That's why we love you guys, man. I love our chat people that show up every week from just, you guys are awesome.
Yep. Looking forward to seeing your Oscar predictions. It was interesting last year. Last year was the first time we did it.
Yeah.
And that
I
was
already got mine wrote down. I got mine already.
Yeah. But yeah, that was good. So yeah, we're gonna do that again this year because it was a lot of fun, and we've watched a lot more movies. We didn't have to like scramble like we did last year to watch Oscar nominations before we did our show. But no, this is gonna be a lot of fun. I can't wait to do the predictions. A lot of stuff. We're absolutely running the money. I was disappointed in a couple of categories. We'll talk about that on Monday.
Yeah.
And then also, you guys, next week's By the Numbers is going to be on Tuesday. So we'll talk about that at the end of the show. But let's go to our final scores on Anatomy of a Fall, coming in second place, you guys. IMDb is giving this a 7.8. Rotten Tomatoes critic scored 96%. Audience scored 90. Rich gave it an 86, as well as Stacy, and I gave it an 80 for a total average score of 84.
That's good.
It's
solid.
Yeah. I don't know if it'll make my top 10 of the year, but it's really, really good.
Yeah.
All right. We've got one more movie left. And all right. This is fantastic. So Cayman says Razzie sounds more fun than the movies being featured. There was one year where Sandra Bullock was nominated for Best Actress and Worst Actress in the same year. And I just thought that was really funny. It was for Blind Side for Best Actress and for All About Steve, I think it was, or something like that.
I think so.
Yeah, and she was nominated for Worst Actress for that. So I thought it'd be funny to just kind of throw in our Razzies in there too.
Yeah, let's do that.
I think that'll be a lot of fun. All right, so let's go to our number one movie, and it is Society of the Snow. And dude, holy shit.
This was fucking fantastic.
This movie was so good. I'm gonna say, I mean, we're only in January, but this is my favorite movie of the year so far.
Yeah, I agree. Just had no business being on Netflix.
I think it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard to be knocked out of my top 10 for the year. I can't see seeing 10 more movies as good as this throughout the year.
No, I agree. I think this is gonna make my top 10 of the year for sure, and I don't think it's gonna be knocked out of that.
Yeah, this is already nominated for Best Foreign Film in the Oscars. So
David, what are you going to do if you see snow next week? I'm probably gonna come in my pants or something.
There's 4 Iowans here. We can send you plenty.
Yeah, I have shit.
I'm gonna get a snowman in the mail from Rich with just this huge but carrot, a huge carrot.
Yeah,
I don't think I've even heard of this film, dude. Okay,
check it out. It's on Netflix.
This is on Netflix right now, you guys, and this movie is fantastic. And you guys don't sleep on watching this in Spanish because
there's no way you can get the emotions undubbed.
No, I watched it. I watched it both. I watched it dubbed first, and then I turned around and watched it all in Spanish. So I spent 4 hours with this thing, and phenomenal, just phenomenal.
This movie sits with you after you finish watching it.
I was blown away with this.
Guys, I didn't know anything about this. It was because this came out right around New Year's, didn't it?
Yeah,
like my sister called me as like, it's like, have you been on Netflix and watched this movie? And I'm like, what is it? And she started talking about Alive. And she's like, you've got to watch this movie. It's like, and she doesn't do that very often. She don't call me after she watches something and like tells me instantly to watch it. So I pretty much got off the phone with her, watched it, and I was just like, holy crap.
Yeah.
That's what Rich said. He goes, dude, Society of Snow. And I was like, I know, right? Holy shit.
Yeah.
We were just like, oh man. Yeah, Mika says, dude, Great. I don't think Great does it justice. I really don't. I think it's just, this movie is so good. It has no
They don't
business
give the
being that
Oscar.
good.
This, I won't call it a remake because that means a live.
It's kind of the.
This
I would say it's kind of the true retelling of it.
I was gonna say Alive is probably the remake.
Yeah.
This is based on the true account.
Yeah.
Sandra Bullock and Keanu Reeves have been announced to make a plane movie called Speed 3. Hopefully it's not dog shit like Speed 2. Retail. This is so this is from a book written by one of the survivors.
Yep.
Okay. Poster says in theaters December. I don't think we got that now. No, I didn't get it in the theaters, but yeah, I have. Mine says, the Netflix poster that's 4th of January. So
I think it was.
I'm sure they released it for a week.
Yeah, it was a limited release. And let me see if there's some money on it. Yeah, $1,281 worldwide. So like it was released in Russia for a day or something. I don't know, or Australia. But man, dude, this was I was blown away. I was just floored with the way this movie was done. And just a little tidbit for you guys in the chat. I don't know if you guys knew this. They filmed it at the crash site.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that.
They filmed parts of this movie where the plane actually crashed.
Wow.
And I was like, dude, talk about fucking being immersed in the location. So, a lot of that stuff where they were hiking out and doing that, they were at the crash site. They were at the place where that plane crashed. And well, I really liked Alive. I liked Alive too. And
I thought Alive was okay.
This
made me go out and buy Alive because I didn't have it in the collection. That's only on DVD, so I had to go. I got on Amazon and bought it. It's been so long since I've seen it. I think I've probably seen it when it came out on VHS, like the week it came out on VHS back in the day. But
yeah, no, this made me watch Vertical Limit as a palate cleanser because I was like, I needed something a little bit more lighthearted. And Vertical Limit, I mean, they're still up in the mountains, but oh, dude, the shit that happens to them and the way that they did it, and they listed the people that died as they were dying in the movie. Oh God, it was so good. So let me read the synopsis on this. It says the flight of a rugby team crashes on a glacier in the Andes. The few passengers who survive the crash find themselves in one of the world's toughest environments to survive. And I mean, and in the movie, because they had this radio that they got working so they could get reception. The radio report said that anybody who's crashed that they didn't find right away, they ended up all dying. They ended up never finding them, or they all died. So you're just watching these guys just completely deflated because they weren't looking for them, and it was it was so heart-wrenching. And I could have watched Cliffhanger, but I think Cliffhanger was a little bit more serious than Vertical Limit. So, but I'll watch that one next. I might do a trilogy with that. Or there's another one. There's a German one called North Face, which is so good. But yeah, Rich, what were your thoughts on this?
Oh man, this hit me, man. Like what they went through, the real people. As I'm watching it, you're thinking, man, how? I mean, they had to fight with everything they have just to survive, and for them dudes to walk that far to find help. I didn't watch a documentary that's with it. I need to because it's on Netflix too.
I didn't watch the documentary either, but yeah, I'd be interested.
But there's
in
this scene after they get rescued, and it's no spoiler. This is a true story. You know what happens. They show them as they're getting undressed. They're getting taken care of. I'm just like, oh my gosh.
watching.
They look just so thin, no food. I mean, they had food, but yeah.
I was gonna say, there was no game, there's no deer or bear or anything like that
Yeah.
up that high, so what they had to eat,
Yeah. And
and there was
the
a lot
acting-
of a lot of struggles internally
yeah,
with them dealing with that.
Yeah, that was
I mean,
definitely hard to watch at times.
it was.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't
I do
think it was
I
CGI.
do that in my head.
That wasn't CGI when they showed them getting their shirts taken off and
No, when they were cutting them and I think they were.
I thought
did
that
not
was
look-
real.
That looked real to me.
Yeah.
Stacey,
And
what
just
do you think? You think that was CGI'd, or do you think they actually lost that weight and they actually showed that?
It looked real to me.
yeah, it looks
I mean,
real.
it's-
If it wasn't real, it was phenomenally done.
Yeah. I mean,
It
to
was
immerse
just
your body that
amazing
way,
cinematography.
what a role.
Put that together like that.
Yeah. You guys
'Cause,
don't
I mean,
sleep on this.
Yeah. Oh man, it was so good. You get that like it's there was that one scene like when they were first like in crash and they were trying to get things to work and stuff like that, and the guy tightened his belt and there were no more holes in the belt.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And and I was like, oh yeah, what are they? Because their clothes are just gonna fall off because they're losing weight so fast.
Yeah.
Because when you're up in the snow, you're burning calories like crazy because your body's trying to keep you alive. So, and I've been lost in the snow. So it's even though I was like 9 years old, but I kind of remember that like just being famished, just hungry, and crazy. So watch this one on sub. I'm totally checking this out. I missed it coming out. Yeah, no, I watch it subtitled in the original Spanish because the acting up by the entire cast is
Top to
so
bottom.
good. Top to bottom. There wasn't a phoned in acting job here at all. Unlike the retirement plan. What was that? Film closed the 80th Venice Film Festival as an out of competition slot. Oh, okay. Bummer. Theatrically released in Uruguay on 13th of December. That makes sense. In Spain on the 15th, and in the US on the 22nd, before streaming on Netflix on January 4th. Yeah, they slept on it in the theater. I think this would have been amazing in the theater to watch.
Yeah.
Like Godzilla -1 level. Like
I agree.
maybe,
Yeah.
So do you think this will get a physical release?
I hope so.
Maybe because didn't they put Roma and that pig movie from Bong Joon-ho on physical, and those were Netflix movies.
Oh,
Criterion.
yeah. This
Okja.
could this. Oh
Yeah.
yeah. This could be a Criterion. I
I think this could get a
definitely see that.
Criterion.
This could get a Criterion. I could see a Criterion.
I'll snatch it up in a heartbeat.
Oh yeah, no, I'd stop that up like gravy with bread. I would just like gimme.
Especially if it wins the Oscar, I think it's
Yeah.
almost a no-brainer.
I think this is there's those other 4 nominations. They don't touch this movie.
Yeah, All Quiet on the
Yeah,
Western
Corey,
Front.
Yep.
I agree with that. I've got the fortune of that.
I still need to get that.
Oh man, God, the movie's so good.
It is.
But yeah, no, I tell you, I was like, Iron Claw was like my favorite movie of the year so far. But this passed it for me. I like this more. I think my score is the same, but I'd watch this one first
Mm-hmm.
if I was going to watch it again. But yeah, if it comes out on physical, I would put this. This is a powerful film. All right, let's go to our highlights on it, which are, I mean, gosh, there's a lot of 10s for all of us. We'll start with Stacy. Stacy, you have 10s for the ending, story, visuals, direction, sound, genre, and subgenre, with a 9 to acting and an 8 to the trailer. Rich, you have 10s for acting, ending, story, visual, direction, genre, and subgenre, with 9s to direction and sound and a 7 to plot or to the trailer. I'm not 6. You had a 6 to the trailer. I had a 7 to the trailer. I have 10s to acting, ending, story, visuals, genre, and subgenre, with 9s to direction and sound, and a 7 to trailer. So, we're all right together with this. I think we all agree this is a fantastic movie. Netflix always does pretty well with releases. I mean, I'm disappointed that Apple didn't do that with Coda. Winning Best Picture, I really, dang. What is your highest scoring movie so far? Well, you're going to see that in a second. Let's go to our final scores. On Society of the Snow, coming in at number 1 this week. IMDb is giving this a 7.9. Rotten Tomatoes critics score 90%. Audience score 85. Rich gave it an 88. I gave it an 89. Stacy gave it a 91. Total average score 89.33.
I think the cast, if this was any,
If I recognized any of the cast, this would easily be a 90.
Yeah.
And that's the only thing, is I had to give a 4 for the cast, because we had to take our default because it's a foreign film. But I thought I recognized a couple of the guys, but I couldn't place them, so I can't give them any points. But
I know. I searched too, so I was like, I kind of want to give this more than a 4.
Yeah.
I was the same way. Nobody rung any bells. So
this
movie. Don't guys go see this. Out of all these movies, even before you watch The Beekeeper, watch this movie.
Yeah, or Anatomy of a Fall.
That too.
Yeah, I mean, I think Anatomy
watch
of
these in reverse. Start with 1, then go to 2.
Start with Society of Snow and work your way down, and then skip from the ashes. Just stop at Foe and no mo. But so Rich, let me ask you something Oscar related.
Okay.
Are you disappointed that Society of Snow only got 2 nominations to Anatomy of the Fall 5? Thoughts on that?
I'm gonna say just a tad bit, but the Academy, or actually, let me take that back. I mean, this is Spain, right?
Yes.
It's their own fault that they didn't push this movie more, because each country is responsible for pushing their movie. Okay, and this is why I think, if I read it correctly, Anatomy of a Fall, the lead actress in it, she won some award over in France for it, and she talked shit about the prime minister or some head person in the government, and that's why France didn't push this movie as a foreign film. So I think if Spain would have pushed their movie a little bit more, I think it could have got maybe directing nomination, because this movie's just beautifully directed.
That's what I listened to a couple of podcasts on the Bill Simmons network. One of them is The Big Picture, and that's what they were talking about. That they were worried it wasn't going to get any, because it just came out of nowhere, and there was nobody talked about it. There was no push from the country. There was
for foreign films, the country has to push their movie.
Yeah. So Jay says, I'll just get a bowl of pho. It's actually pho, but I like it. Corey's on board with that.
But I think it's going to win Best Foreign Film. I think it's going to win Best Foreign Film.
Yeah. And Caveman asked, "What is this Trump?" So for Rich, it's actually in 3rd place. He has Iron Claw #1 at 93, and Holdovers at 90 is number 2. That's what we've done this year on By the Numbers, and then this is the third one.
Yeah.
But technically, Iron Claw and Holdovers are from last year. So Rich could argue that it's number one for him this year.
Yeah.
For me, it ties at number one with Iron Claw. And for me, I think this is better. Same score, because I loved these in different ways.
Yeah.
But I think Society of the Snow is more rewatchable for me because I already knew the story of the Von Erich, but I absolutely love that movie. But I think Society of Snow is just a little bit better.
I agree with your whole statement there. Thank you, Chris.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate that, brother. Man, but it was a good week. I was like,
it really was.
I'm
glad Stacy picked this week. You know, I'm glad he picked a week that has some good movies in it.
I know. As soon as I was going through your guys' list, as soon as I saw this movie on that one of your lists, I'm like, oh, I got it, because this was before Anatomy was on.
Yeah,
because I can't remember what we replaced. You guys replaced Anatomy this week.
Yeah, what did we punt in place of Anatomy of a Fall?
It was that Road movie,
that River Road one, because we couldn't get it right.
Yeah.
And let's just do Anatomy of the Fall instead.
Yeah, and I was like, let's get some Oscar buzz. Let's just
good choice.
Yeah, because I don't that River Road one that might have been, you know, in competition with Foe or even From the Ashes.
I think that trailer looks fantastic. For
the trailer looked good. I was like, I think I gave the trailer a 7.
Yeah.
I was like, hey, I'd be interested in watching this. But yeah, no, Holdovers is awesome. I like that a lot better than I thought I would.
Oh yeah, I just pre-ordered, or not pre-ordered. I finally got the Blu-ray. Ordered the Blu-ray. Target had it for like $22. Got that. The Covenant and Kandahar. This is my last order from Target.
Yeah, because you didn't like Plane, but you like Kandahar.
I do. I love Kandahar. Plane sucked.
It was just plain.
It was plain.
Plain was plain. But yeah, no, I like the Holdovers. That's the one I would get. I would get later. I wouldn't.
I want that.
I know.
Haji Amadi, man. And whatever that lady's name is.
Oh, Divine Joy Randolph. I think she's fantastic. She absolutely deserves. And I was talking about her when we did the show. I was like, I want her for supporting actress, and she got the nomination. And I think
she's a lock.
Yeah, I think she's a lock too.
It was like, dude. And the only other one that I love Jodie Foster in Nyad. I thought she was fantastic, but I don't think she's going to beat.
I don't think either one of them was going to win. I don't think Annette Bening or.
Oh, that was
great. They got nominated.
I just watched that recently too. That was really good.
No, we'll save that for the Oscar prediction show.
Sorry.
I was like, but yeah, Covenant's so good. That won our best thriller award for 2023, and very well deserving.
If that comes to digital, we'll be giving that away because I already own it on digital.
Yeah. So yeah, when I get that, that one I might buy like really quick. I might snatch that up. But I'm keeping that code. You say.
I thought you have the Covenant.
I don't know if I have it or not.
Yeah, you gave me the digital code.
I think I've got to have it, right? Yeah, I've got to have it.
You're the one that gave me the digital code.
What, did I get an extra one?
I don't know.
Now I got to check my. I got a lot of freaking movies, dude.
You do. Yeah. Unless I bought it on Vudu. I thought you gave it to me. Because you gave me a list of movies.
I got it. I picked it up in June.
What?
I picked it up in June.
Yeah, I thought you did.
Yep. And yeah, I had the digital with it. Yeah. No, I picked that up. Yeah, dude, so good. I watched that. So I remember I watched that in the theater for Mystery Movie Monday, and I was like, dude, we've got to watch this. We got to do this movie. And man, but the one this week that I watched on Monday, really good. And I told you about that. It was bad.
Well, Stacey, I hope you come back for another By the Numbers. I hope you're. Thank you.
Yep. I'll be back.
I would love to have you.
Yeah, no, Covenant was way better than Kandahar. Kandahar was good, but Covenant was really good.
We got the rest of February schedule up now on our Faces for Radio Instagram page. Yeah,
I think we need to get me and Corey Hunter at the same time and really overtake Dave.
Yeah.
Fun. We'll be like Iowa boys ganging up on the California dude. No, it'd be great to have both of you on.
Yeah.
If you both want to be on By the Numbers, and we'll do like a fatal 4-way.
Hey, there we go.
But you guys, give Stacey a follow. I put all of his links on there for all of his stuff, Instagram, everything. So it's all in the description below. So definitely give him a follow if you haven't already.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that's our show for this week. Rich, what have we got lined up for By the Numbers next week? Remember, early show Tuesday night, 7 p.m., 10 p.m. Eastern. But yeah, what have we got going on?
Next week we have The Kitchen, which is on Netflix. We got Badland Hunter, which is on Netflix. Self-Reliance, which is on Hulu. The Underdogs on Prime Video, and Bitcon on Netflix. Those are our 5.
Little Netflix heavy this time, but that's
yeah.
okay.
But this next couple months is kind of shitty.
Yeah, Jeff
Yes,
said it
he
right.
does.
Stacey makes great content. I completely agree with that. But yeah, I mean, I think we're kind of feeling the writer's strike right now.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of stuff wasn't released in the theater that should be coming out on streaming and stuff. So we're not getting a lot of movies. So we're kind of grasping at stuff, trying to grab anything we can.
Dave was trying to suggest Skinamax movies. I was like, no, Dave, we can't do that.
Yeah. Well, he said porno, and I was like, dude, let's do porno.
You need a whole Yum Yum episode.
We need a Yum episode. We can do a high five Yum
5
Yum.
Yum
Yum movies.
That's fine.
But there's always bull. I know. Thanks, Kate.
He's pushing that on us.
Keep throwing that in there. But no. So yeah, next week we got a good show lined up. Hey, that was my brother. Thank you, bro.
What's up, Michael?
Saying great show. But yeah, I think you, even though he hates the snow, he would like Society of the Snow. I think he'd like that movie.
Yeah.
But there's one more thing I want to announce, and that is for Spirits with Spirits. It's the other podcast that I run. The reason why I am where we're doing early shows next week is because I am leaving for Colorado Wednesday next week to be with my partner John for our 100th episode that is airing on February 2nd. So if you guys get a chance to join us, we're gonna shoot the shit, talk about the paranormal, drink alcohol, have a great time. I hopefully will not pick my nose or do anything crazy, but who knows? But I'm looking to have some video congratulations from people we've interviewed, maybe some special guests in cosplay. We're gonna do some crazy stuff. So hopefully you guys want to join in and say hey. And speaking of hey, Reed, what's up, my brother?
Spicy.
What's going up, Spicy?
I'm thinking it's gonna be sake bombs or tequila shots, one of the two. Coming soon to Cinemax. The Dunno. But yeah, speaking of porno, we've been doing stuff on Scare Network TV. So you're gonna start seeing some of the documentaries and movies and stuff that are on Scare Network TV. We're gonna review those. And whenever we have space available, in fact, one of them is coming up called the Bel Air House, which is a documentary done about a house in Ohio, I believe it's in, that is incredibly haunted. They did a documentary about it. The whole town is messed up. But it was a great documentary, and I'm looking forward to having Rich score that.
Yeah.
But Spirits with Spirits podcast is on Scare Network TV, so we're going to cross promote a little bit.
Which I think is a great idea.
Yeah, everybody's saying hey to Reed, but yeah, it's good to see Reed. All right, you guys, are you ready to push it and hit the trail?
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here. You guys, thank you so much for joining us for the Face Off Radio podcast. That's Stacy. That's Rich. I'm Dave. And we'll see you next time on the Face Off Radio. Bye,
See you
everybody.
guys.
See you guys.